Hello, welcome back. It is time to deal with adventures, running adventures, making adventures. We've been doing a bit of making adventures recently, not just covering basic concepts. We've been actually using maps and building out locations and hopefully working you towards doing your own thing. This has always been my intention, and so now we're actually doing that. I'm going to put up a poll. Feel free to take part in that poll. I really want your ideas, so you're going to be getting an opportunity to throw your ideas out there. How are you doing, Fred Huber? So grab some food, some drink, make sure you're comfortable, get ready, and let's get started on our journey. And fortunately, I now have two webcams, so that'll make life a lot easier for me. Hi, welcome to How to RPG. My name is Fred Wheeler, and today I want to talk about, well, how do you go about customizing, making, building, creating, doing something with your town, your village for your adventures. It's quite common for somebody to need to have sort of like a central hub. Now, whether that's a tavern or you want to go a bit broader and go with a town or a village or even possibly a city, well, what do? So what I thought I would do is let's go through that process. Let's do something like that. I want this to be an opportunity for you to take part. So what I'm not going to be doing is just doing all the work. I'm hoping that you will do some of the work and I will take your ideas and put them into a document. That is what I intend to do for today. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I need to make clear to you before we go over to my next screen, okay, where I will show you a map of the town and I will give you sort of some prompts. There's a couple of words there to help you prompt, to get you started, to get you thinking. There's a couple of things we need to deal with. First off, everything that I'm doing here is intended so that anybody could do it. You don't have to be good at drawing. You don't have to be somebody who knows how to even draw maps, because you don't even have to draw the map. In fact, you don't even need to know how to use a piece of software really, because I'm going to suggest to you that you just use Dave's Mapper. Dave's Mapper is a website, and it essentially what it does, and this is what I've used deliberately so that you can do the same thing, is I've just gone and made a small town, a small village. So I'll put a link to that in the description, in the chat, so that you can go and check that out right now, or stay put and go and try it out later on. Okay. So what I want to do is point you in the direction of how do I put together my map quickly. Then I'm going to label it. So how do I go about labeling it? Take your image. You can export the image from Dave's Mapper. And I think what I will do is I will at least take you over to Dave's Mapper so you can quickly see what I'm talking about before we get started into actually just dealing with our own town. I'm allocating as much time as necessary to make this happen, but like all things, we need to be quick, otherwise it won't get done. So this is, I guess, the easiest way that I can explain to you and show to you what I have been doing. And probably the most common thing that I find is that time is always valuable, as we all know, and we don't have time to do everything. So this is Dave's Mapper. Now, Dave's Mapper is designed to do a couple of different things. One, it is designed to allow you to make a map for whatever very quickly. You can use a number of different styles. So this is a village, okay, and you simply click onto a box and you can cycle through and change the image. If you want the center of the image, you can change that. You can change the size that you're dealing with. So instead of it being just 2, we can make it a little bit wider. We can make it even larger than that. Okay, and now we've got to have to scroll down to get to it. Or we can go smaller. We can think, well, no, I actually need more of a village. So I actually would like it to be just 1 by 1. And we've got a central section, and we've got a couple of little blocks or tiles that we can adjust, and we just cycle through and pick what we want. So that's for a village. But you can also have dungeons, okay, if you wanted to have dungeons, and we'll be going over dungeons in the future for sure. You can have cave locations, and you can cycle through them just as I showed you. You can have cave and dungeons mixed up together. You could have a side view dungeon if you wanted to. That's right. from the side. You can actually look at your dungeon and like, okay, now I know kind of what it looks like. I'm dealing with a different angle. Maybe this is all you need. This may be the only thing that is necessary. We're going to actually do something with side dungeons in the future. Maybe you want a city. You don't want a village. You want a city. So you want to build out a city. Well, you can do that. You can do a boardwalk, which I frankly don't know that you would bother with. You can do a science fiction spaceship. If you need science fiction stuff, there are elements for doing that. You can have a sci-fi city if you want, and we can make that whatever size we need it to be. I would say that the dungeons and caves, side view, village, and city are probably by far the best out of all the ones that I've seen so far. They're going to work really well for you. Okay, so that's the first thing. This is not a secret. You do not have to draw a damn thing, okay? So if you think that is holding you back, no, it's not. You don't need it. So how are you doing, DJ? DJ Losermind. Hello, DJ Losermind. How are you? And we also have Peter Delios. Is it Delios? You let me know if I got it wrong. Hello. And Pale Rider. Hello, Pale Rider. Something many forget is to write down local laws. You can't have guards and magistrates enforcing laws if you don't have them, reminded by your graphics. So again, we'll deal with that shortly. You're from Italy? Okay, nice. Great. So I've said that. Now this is what I want to do. I'm going to show you a map. I have labeled it. How did I label the map? I exported it from Dave's Mapper. There is a button at the top of the screen on Dave's Mapper website that says export. And then you simply just copy it into a folder. You take that image, you chuck it into a paint program, at the simplest paint program you have. It can be 3D Paint, it can be just the basic Windows Paint program, and you just chuck numbers where you need them in the basic areas that you're trying to fill out. That's all I've done. So when you see the numbered map, that's what I did. It takes a little bit of time, maybe half an hour. If you're fiddling around, if you're really quick and you've got a better system than I do, then maybe you can do it faster, okay? But it's not hugely technical. It really is, anybody can do it. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. So let's go over to hashtag, and I want to give you a prompt. My hashtag is this. What number location? So you need to give me the number when you put in your ideas. Give me the number of the location you've picked on the map. The next thing that I need, what is there? It doesn't need to be a lot of detail. Remember, I will do a lot of that myself. What is there? But with a town, it's really important to have non-player characters or NPCs. We need to know NPC name. Okay, so give the location, whatever's there. If there's NPCs, give the location an NPC name. Okay, that's what I want you to do. Okay, right. Is there a goal? So, in other words, is there something or a task that needs to be done? Is there a goal or task? Okay, so what is there might be, maybe it's a mansion, or a general store, or it's a town hall, or maybe it's a wizard's tower. Somebody just mentioned something about wizards. Maybe it could be a wizard's tower, depending on what it looks like on the map. We're not changing the map, you're going to just build it. It might be a bakery, absolutely. So those are the things when I say what is there. Then the NPC name is important because one of the things about a town, when you're putting a town together, is you need to have NPCs, because it's not just about I'm going to take part in an adventure in this town. I may or may not do, but I might want to reuse it. Some NPCs might have one function. Maybe I'll reuse them for multiple functions. So an NPC name. And then is there a goal or a task? And that's really it. Does that make sense? So that means that any one of you can do this without too much trouble. I've set it up in such a way that it's super easy. I'm going to show you the document as I type in your ideas. I'll be cutting and pasting and rearranging things on the document, and I will show you the document once it's done. There are 22 locations, so I've trimmed it right down. None of this 43 stuff. So that is what you're trying to do. I'm going to show you the town map in a second. So Hugh the wizard sells magical animated nude books out of the back of his tower to pay for research. I love the idea. Very, very clever. Anyway, remember, you're not trying to put everything down. Another thing that I want to make it is I want this to be simple. It has to be simple. If it's not simple, why would you do it? Okay? The simple fact is, if you can't get it done in a reasonable time frame, why would you do it? Here it is. This is it. So you'll notice, now you might find it a little bit hard to see the numbers, but you'll notice in the top right corner, there is the number 1. This looks like a park to me. Okay, number 2 is sort of the top center, and that is there are, I believe, a couple of small boxes and what looks like maybe a shed or a stabling area and maybe a main house. There are sort of like 3 major buildings there. That's one location, okay? Number 3 is there are a collection of about 3 buildings, one larger, 2 smaller. We'll decide what that's going to be. Then maybe those are shops, okay? We have another one, this is just down from 2, that was number 3. Number 4 is basically a collection of buildings. And you'll notice what I've done is the dotted lines sort of, to a certain degree, indicate what the area is. So number 4 is basically a collection of 5 buildings. So you have to decide what those 5 buildings might be related to. Number 5 is actually listed on a building, but there's another building below it. So there are 2 buildings here in this one location for 5. Number 6, there are 3 buildings just below that. If we go down on the right side near the bottom, you'll see number 7. There's a small building and then what looks like maybe a shed. There's a small box there. There, number 8 in the very corner, okay, is number 8. There's 1 building there. Number 9, there are 2 buildings there and possibly a tree. Okay. Then we go to 11. 11 is just a section of trees, a grove of trees. Number 10 looks like it might be a well. Okay. Okay, that's near the bottom. And then 12, if we're going over towards the left now, there's 1 building in this location. Okay. So that's 12. And then we move up to 13, and that's actually indicated by 1 building. Number 14 is a large building. It's probably the largest building on the map. So number 15 looks like a round tower of some kind. This might be the wizard tower. It might be something else. You'll decide. You're going to tell me this, okay? And then if we move up, you'll see there are a collection of 5 buildings, sort of the top left side roughly. You'll see number 16 is actually a collection of 5 buildings. Number 17, not far from there, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings there. One is larger than the rest. And number 18 in the far left corner top, okay, number 18, there's some smaller boxes there and what look like 2 buildings. Number 19 is a larger building, just 1 building. Number 20 is a collection of buildings and a larger one as well. If we go down to 21, you'll notice that we have what looks like potentially a tree and a ruined building. It looks like it's a broken down ruin of some kind. Now, number 22 is a collection of buildings. There's quite a few here. And I'm going to be numbering and naming 22 myself. I'll be doing that. So there you go. So what do we need to put there? As I said, from the prompt and part of the hashtag, but features. You can include noises. You can include furniture when we're inside a building, but really furniture probably won't make a huge impact. Odor, if you really feel it's important. Monsters, if there's monsters there. Traps and treasure. NPCs are your big thing, okay? Puzzles, possibly objects to find or to buy, because we're in a town. Towns are where you buy stuff. We probably need to include a lot of shops. Okay, there we go. I've explained enough. Let's get this going. All right, I'm going to do 22, and you guys are going to do whatever you need to do. You're going to fill it in. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense to people. Last time I did this, that sort of scared a few people. They're like, oh, it's a bit much for me to deal with. I said Fred Huber has already started, and you're right on the money. Doing a great job there. Okay, so let me do 22 while you guys are thinking. So I really want to make sure that I get this right. So how many did I decide it was going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 derelict. No, I don't want them to be derelict. Decrepit. That's right. I want 8. We go with 8. Crep. 8 decrepit buildings with squatters living inside, and despite okay, I think that's right. Yep, that's fine. And then we want to put in for number 22, we want to put in an NPC. So I want to create an NPC for this. So I'm going to call this NPC Jeff Ashworth. Let's go Jeffro Ashworth. Ashworth is trying to fix the buildings and needs help. And really we have 2 sentences. Now I could give you more information on Jeffro Ashworth, but in this case I'm not going to worry about that sort of thing. Instead, this is more about what you guys come up with. So that's why we're gonna keep it simple. I see people have already started putting in ideas. Now, if you come up with a better idea than somebody else for a certain location, that's what I'll do. Does that make sense? Seem reasonable? All right, cool. Let's go with the now first here. So Hugh the wizard. I think Hugh the wizard is living in 15. So we're going to go here. Go copy. 15. Go to 15. This is a wizard tower. And wizard tower with a horse stable nearby. Okay, so there's a building that's not too far from the wizard table. It's pretty close. It's almost right next to it. So I want to include that building as his stable, and so a wizard tower surrounded by trees. Surrounded by, let's say, oak trees. Oaks are always good. Oak trees with a horse stable nearby. Now I'm going to take Fred Huber's suggestion, and Hugh the wizard sells magical animated nude books out of the back of his tower to pay for research. Now, it would be good to have a surname for Hugh. I'm fine with Hugh. Hugh what? Hugh something. Let's put a question mark. Hugh somebody the wizard. Okay, that's 15. That was easy. Peasy peasies. All right. DJ, interesting topics. The kingdom or the town's laws are just the pinch of salt, that delicious bread and cheese. Yes, and we can certainly do that. You can include, an easy way to do it is to set one of these locations as being the constable office or the jailhouse. Probably the easiest way to call it is just to call it the jailhouse. You could have a jailhouse. It makes sense to have one. So we'll let you sort out where you want to put that. It can be pretty much anywhere. Okay, interesting topics. The kingdom of the Law's town. Yes, you got that. There's another non-combat magic item to give the PCs. Yeah, absolutely. Right, Peter Didios, what do you got here? I've always included a bakery with scrumptious treats for the characters. So what number is the bakery going to be? If you can see the image there, you tell me where the bakery goes. I am quite happy to put bakery in. Quite happy. Okay. Note to PCs. All towns have a full. If you don't see one, you're it. Probably. Yep. You can base your NPCs of the village off real-world people you know with their personality or traits. Yes, that's very true. So for example, Jeffro Ashworth is actually the name of the publisher of this book. That's where I got the name. I just went Jeffro instead of Jeff. I've only spoken to Jeff by email a couple of times, so I don't know him that well. But yeah, that's another way of dealing with it. So let's go with the market. Area 1 has already been sorted out. Fred has done a really good job of deciding how that's going to be set out. So let's put that in. Let's put that in now. Okay, market park. Market and park. Market and park. I think that is what I want to call it. A market and park. Park. With trees and a fountain. Fountain full of copper coins. All the farmers come here weekly to set up stalls selling their products, and that's perfect. Awesome. So we've got that one done. That was easy. Easy peasies. Okay, and do we have a name? Hugh Hef. Hugh Hef or Hugh Jazz, the wizard. Jazz. You want to call him Jazz? Number 7 is now the bakery. Aha, nice. Right, number 14, the Dew Drop Inn. Dew Drop Inn, tavern inn with rooms and a small brewery. I think that is fine. Let's put that into 14. Where is 14 anyway? So I remember where. Okay, so this is a major location for this place. If that's the big building, 14. Now we can of course move these things around if we need to, but do we need to? Dew Drop Inn, tavern inn with rooms and a small brewery. Okay, so we need an NPC, at least an NPC here. We don't have an NPC name. Who is the owner of the Dew Drop Inn? Like, that's going to be important, right? Peter, agree, keep it simple. Too many buildings, too many NPCs in the town. It's hard for the DM and the characters to keep track of. So they're going to be 22 locations, of which you will never present 22 to your players when you start your game. You would never do that, not unless you're really keen on torturing them and yourself. So, okay, next. Number 13. Dew Drop. Now, do we want to call it Dew Drop in stables? I think we should. I'm happy for 13 to be stables, but why give it such a similar name? Are we having somebody who sort of dominates the town? Is that the intention behind this? So maybe what we would do is I'll take Pale Rider and Fred Huber's idea, and we've got an NPC name, which is great. So we'll take that as well. All right, number 13. So let's go to 13. And we're going to go paste stables. So I need a name for the stables. And I don't want to really call it Dew Drop Stables because that's kind of too repetitive. Let's deal with something else here. Unless people feel, if you disagree with me and you think it should be that way, stables and a leather workshop run by Toberlin. Okay, run by Toberlin. Okay, that's fine. We don't have a surname for Toberlin. It would be good. It's always, look, when you're doing with NPCs, first name, surname. Always smart. Okay, all right. Let's keep going. Yes, Pale Rider and Fred Huber are pretty much on the same page. Okay, DJ's got 5 covered here. That could have been a small blacksmith shell. Right, so it's 5 a blacksmith. It could well be. Let's have a look. Blacksmith, I think, and the house next door. Armory, stash of weapons. So let's make 5 the blacksmith and the blacksmith's house, because there are 2 buildings there. Yep. So number 5. And there we go. So we got here, whoops, I tried to copy and paste that and it didn't work. Let's try that again. Copy and paste. Okay. Let's put this here. All right. So this is, we need the name of blacksmith though. So something blacksmith. And the blacksmith's house. His house is right next door. Make it nice and simple. You wanted to make one of its sort of like a stash of arms. Well, let's put that just into the blacksmith. Okay. So let's go with the blacksmith. The blacksmith shack. Has an armory. And that's really all we need. Our armory and armory, tools and equipment. Tools and forge. That's what we need to know. So let's put that there. That kept it really simple. What we do not know is the name of the NPC that's there. Who is that blacksmith? Like, there's no name. So at least we need to have a name. Yep. All right. So let's leave that there. And its owner is a tabaxi. All right. So the dewdrop owner is a tabaxi named unpronounceable by humans. All well, that's not very helpful. All plates and drinkware and metal, any kind of dent, because he can't resist knocking them off the bar. Okay, so we'll take you a little bit of information there. You've decided to broaden that out. At least our dewdrop and owner, we know what race they are, even if we know nothing else about them. Okay. Tabaxi. Okay, so we've got tabaxi. All right, that's fine. Let's keep going. Your ideas are flowing nicely, people. It's going to be easy to do. Livestock market and butchery run by Annie. Okay, Pale Rider, number 6. You have decided 6 is this, and I am fine with that. Let's do that. Number 6. So to give you an idea, we're almost halfway through. Almost. So let's do this. This is now you've got here livestock market, and I'm just trying to think livestock market. So what we'll do is we're going to put this as Annie's house, butcher shop, and slaughter shed. Slaughter. Shed. Okay, I think that's going to work quite nicely. There are 3 buildings there, so that kind of covers all of that. We've got our butcher shop, we've got our Annie's house, we've got the slaughter shed, where the work will be done. Okay. And Annie runs the butchery. Okay, All right, cool. I've got that. That was that's like one line, people. Nice one. Hugh Hef, Hugh Jazz. Okay, so we're going back to the wizard. I think Jazz is going to be the name by the looks of it. So Hugh Jazz. All right, I got it. And she is. She's done. Oh, did I just get a super chat from somebody? I did. And I just spotted it now. I just been switching back and forth from my document to the live chat. I just spotted it now. So, in Brigden Ninja Master. In Brigden Ninja Master. Thank you for the $5 super chat. The Dirty Tankard is number 8, is it? The Dirty Tankard, run by an old Pete, the one-eyed halfling. Underneath could be the thieves' hideout, possibly. Why not? Let's take this. Let's take your idea. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to jump it over to 8. I see 8 is right down the bottom there, right in the corner. And I'm just going to drop that in. So first off, we'll call it the Dirty Tankard. Tankard. A Dirty Tankard. A seedy tavern. Is it tavern? We've already got a tavern here, by the way, for those of you who are wondering. I know you can't see that, but we already actually have a tavern, but it's a tavern inn. So tavern inn, I'm quite happy. I mean, essentially it is an inn rather than a tavern. So let's just it's got to be fine. A seedy tavern run by old Pete, the one-eyed halfling. Underneath, well, it could be. But let's just go underneath is a thieves hideout. Thieves hideout. I think that's fine. We got it. Nice. Old Pete. Sweet as. Nice. Thank you again for the super chat. Now, let's go back. We were dealing with I was dealing with a wizard at a second. Ninja Master just got here. So how many inns, taverns does the town have? The town has one inn, which is area 14, and number 8 is now your tavern. So that's probably enough. What we want to do is we need to have a general store, people. Remember, general store. Pete is going to cover us with the bakery because it looks like 18 is going to become the bakery, which I'm fine with. Let's see here. Bakery 7. Somebody wanted 7 to be the bakery? Well, yes, 7 could be the bakery. I'm just interested in if your idea about the bakery is going to be more interesting. Livestock, Hugh, bakeries, 18, bakery. Okay. Bakery by Big DJ Muffins, 7. All right. 7 it is. That's the bakery. And, well, 7 is the bakery. I'm fine with that. We haven't put anything under 7 yet, so let's do that now. And we'll put the name of it. So, let's call it Muffins. Let's call it DJ's Bakery. Or is it Big DJ Bakery? No, DJ's Bakery. DJ's Bakery, run by Big DJ Muffins. We don't have an awful lot going on there. Is there a thing that they need to do there? Is it just... Okay. So we'll put here sells all sorts of bread, cake, muffins, and other baked goods. I believe that's sort of got it. All right, cool. Next, what's the next one on here? Hugh Hef was the Playboy guy. Hugh Hefner. I see where you're going with that. Ah. Oh, Hugh Hef. It might be too much on the nose. Hugh Jazz doesn't have the same sort of articulation, I agree. Let's go with a combination of that. So we won't go Hef. What we'll do is we'll go, it's got Jazz, let's go Has. Hugh Has. It's not Hugh Hefner, but it's Hugh Has. There we go. That's a combination of both your ideas. Maybe in area 18, the bakery. So we've done the bakery. DJ has got the jailhouse sorted out for us on number 19. Where is 19? It's way over there. Perfect. There we go. Remember, we need a general store, people. Hello, Nacho Man. Nacho Man is a patron, just as Fred Huber is. And actually, Nacho Man is the one who inspired me that I should start doing this particular live stream this way, because this is how he's been building his prep for his adventures and his game mastering or dungeon mastering. A map labeled with simply a sentence or two to describe what's there, and that's it. And so that is what we're doing. I've been telling people they should do it this way for so long. I'm finally doing it on a live stream. How's that sound? taken my own advice and actually just demonstrating the process. And there we go. Right, so we've got a little bit of information here. So we don't have a name for the jailhouse. It would be good to have a name for our jailhouse. I would like to have a name. Okay, jailhouse, town's business officer. Business office could add a now. So business office, that's it. We got a halfling sheriff. I think we're going to add your halfling sheriff. No problems. Let's go. Halfling sheriff. Sheriff Tom Moe. Tom Moe is a grumpy frontier. Western, I get it. Frontier, tough guy. That's what we got. I think that's what you were trying to communicate. I think that's making a lot of sense. So we'll leave that there. Halfling, halfling. Have I got halfling right? Good, I have. Sweet, nice. Well done, DJ. Nice job. Torturing players is the DM's hobby. Only some dungeon masters are doing that as a hobby. Oh, we got a name for the stables. DoorDash Saddles. I like it. DoorDash Saddles. Nice. Let's take that. DoorDash Saddles. Where is my stables? I know I had a stable section written up. Here we go. There it is. Let's plonk that in. DoorDash Saddles. This is the town stables and leather workshop run by Tomlin. We don't have a surname for is it Toblin? Toblin. Tomble. We don't have a surname for him, but that's right. The blacksmith's name is Brick Bankston. Right, did we not have a name for our blacksmith? I think we've just got that sorted now, which is great. Now, where was the blacksmith? Do we want to name the town? I mean, I'm going to ask you now. It would make sense. Let's name the town. Can somebody come up with a name for a town? Okay. There we go. Is Master Smithy. Okay, we've got at least a name for him. Is a Master Smithy, and I think Bankston Blacksmith is probably the best way to go. Bankston Blacksmith. Now we have a name for our blacksmith. We have the blacksmith's house. We've got some information on it, very basic stuff, and we've got brickstone as our master smithy. Perfect. Nice one. Thank you, Pale Rider. Tasha's house of ill repute, gambling and other entertainments. Ooh, okay, 12. Where is 12? I'm kind of curious whereabouts 12 is. 12 is over here. Okay, all right. I don't know that we've used 12 up yet. If you're not too sure what number to put to your idea, that's all right, because I can shift things around. If you come up with an idea, we can put it somewhere else. Okay, Tasha's house of ill repute. House. Gambling and other entertainments. Okay. Well, we probably need at least Tasha's surname. I'm assuming Tasha is the owner of this place. It is a long name. Tasha's house of ill repute is a heck of a long name. Ill repute. Someone is not necessarily trying to market themselves well. So we haven't done number 2, number 3, number 4, number 9, 10, 11. We haven't done 16, 17, 18, 20, and 21. So those are... Now, 10 should probably be the well. So town well, I'm pretty sure town well, and the town water supply is a 100-foot deep well with stone walls. Do we want to do anything else with that? Do we want to put anything down our well? That would be an interesting thing. CD bar. So we've got that because you did give me a super chat and to make sure I would spot it. So number 8 has been done. Good. Rufus Cumberbun. Carol. Who is Rufus Cumberbun? Where does Rufus Cumberbun actually live? Where are we putting Rufus Cumberbun? Pete has suggested Dwarven Blacksmith Theoden Silverhammer. Theoden Silverhammer. I think our blacksmith has been covered. Yes, we have brick bankstone currently. So that's probably good enough. The question is, where can we a hairless tabaxi? Let's use Rufus Cumberstone as our tabaxi. Why not? Can we not do that? I feel like we could. I just got to find the tabaxi section, don't I? Tasha's tabaxi. Yeah, it's here somewhere. Nope. Tough guy. We've got that one. Got Tasha. I put in tabaxi here somewhere, but I don't remember what it was for or for who it was for. So that's not helping. Anyway, I'll come back to that name. Maybe it's a name we'll use for something else. You'll bring it up again. A hairless tabaxi. Why do we want to go hairless? We can make look. So Pete, we'll take your idea. We'll make the blacksmith a dwarf. That gives us a little bit more. Okay. The dwarf is a master smithy. Okay, we've got it. So we've combined your ideas together. So 22 Commons house, well enough off to have a decent house, but nobody really important. So area 22 I've already labelled with something else. What I've done is those section of houses down there. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 They are decrepit buildings with squatters living in it, and Jeffro Ashworth is trying to fix the buildings and needs some help. So we're going to call in our player characters. Maybe they'll help out. Tasha's exist. That's a funny one. Okay, all right, I'm a little bit behind. How about a barber or tattooist? Well, that's fine. Where do we put our barber or tattooist? Like, where's that going to go? South Park. Number 11 is going to be South Park. Why not? South Park is a nice open area with shaded trees, and entertainers often set up plays and other entertainment. I think that is brilliant. Well done, Pale Rider. Let's take 11. Yes, there is a bakery. Jailhouse. We did actually do the jailhouse, but it looks like you've added a bit more to the jailhouse. That's fine, DJ. We'll do that. But right now we're doing 11. Fill in 11. I'm going to open my door in a second because I am starting to just melt in my office. South Park is a nice open area with shaded trees, and entertainers often set up plays and other entertainment. Full stop. That's all I need. Okay. Sweet. Well done. Okay, what about my idea 19, the jailhouse? Well, we actually have a jailhouse already, and I think what we did is we just put the jailhouse in a different location. But what we'll do is we'll take your idea, because we've got your idea for the jailhouse, DJ, and we've got him. He's a grumpy guy, uses a sling as his big iron. The jailhouse has barbed wire instead of bars and a bathroom. We've definitely got a halfling. We've got Tom Moe there. And yes, I've got pretty much all of that information down. So there is barbed wire. Let's do that. That's fine. I'm happy to do that. There is barbed wire. So number 19 is the jailhouse. Barbed wire around the jailhouse and jailhouse. Let's put some barbed wire in there. I think you had some other ideas there, and I wasn't to it instead of bars. Well, we're going to have bars and bars. Well, a jailhouse kind of has to have bars. We want to have bars as well. We definitely have a bakery. The bakery is done. We still don't have a general store. Number 5 is going to be the general store. Okay, so let's see if we've used number 5, because I'm all for it. Sheep Windle. Pale Rider's Sheep Windle. Number 5. Do we have number 5 still? No, number 5 has been taken. We can use number 2, 3, or 4. 2, 3, or 4 potentially. So number 2, 3, or 4. Okay. All right. So we want one sort of major building. Is that what we're trying to do? I think we can probably use 2 to represent something like that. We could even use 3. 3 could be our location, or even 4. Any one of those would probably work fine. But I like it. Move the mayor to 20. Okay, we've got a mayor, have we? You reckon 13 looks big enough to be a general store? I think we might have already used 13 up. I believe 13 has already been used. 13 is now the town stables. We could move the 13, Dorash Saddles, the town stables and leather workshop. We could move that to 2, because there are a couple of buildings there in 2. And so that would probably be a little bit easier. And then we could use number 13 as our general store. How's that sound? We'll move Dorash Saddles and leather workshop. We're gonna take that and put that at number 2. Cut. Nice and easy. So this is the sort of thing when you're doing your own town, you're probably going to find you have to do. Okay. So now now that we've done that, we can definitely put our general store into 13. Copy. And it will be fine. General store and warehouse owned by Shipwheel. Okay, there we go. Done. So we haven't done number 3, we haven't done number 4, we haven't done number 9. We still got to do 16, 17, 18, number 20 and 21, which I believe somebody's already mentioned what to do with 20. So that's good. I'm going to open this door because if I don't, I'm going to melt. I won't go far. Okay. You have chat lag. I totally understand, Fred. I have lag of some kind as well. Lag of brain lag. I have brain lag as I keep up with you guys. Moving things around. Okay, move the mayor to 20. I don't know, what is the mayor? Do we have is there a mayor? I don't remember there being a mayor. Did I miss that, Fred Huber? 13 looks big enough to be a general store. Yes, we've done that already. Oh, you've given it a name. Bits and Bobs. Okay, Ninja Master, let's do that. Run by a human veteran from a foreign war. We don't have a name for that, but that's fine. No, we've got Shep Whittle. So that's 13. So let's paste this. So Bits and Bobs. Bits and Bobs general store and warehouse owned by Shep Whittle, a human veteran from a foreign war. That is one sentence, people. That is literally one sentence. There's not much else going on there. And we don't really need to say what you find at a general store, because a general store is just a general store. You buy all sorts of things there. So, okay. Nice job. That was a good combination, and that's filled that out quite good. What about general store's name? Susan's general store name after his mother. We could do that, but I'm actually fine with Bits and Bobs. Why not? 5 is the blacksmith. I don't know if 5 is the blacksmith. Yes, 5 is the blacksmith. That's Bankstone, Blacksmith, and Blacksmith's House, that section there. Yeah. 3 and 4 have not been done. Number 9 has not been done yet. 16, 17, 18 hasn't been done. 20, 21. And I believe somebody had said something about 21, but I feel like I've missed it. Have I skipped past? I don't know. We've got a town name. Okay. Quakenville. All right. Quakenville. Yeah, well, so look, what you'll notice is as you guys put ideas forward, if I can combine both of your ideas in some way, I will do that. I'm quite happy to do that sort of thing. I think it's a good way to go. So we're going to put in a couple of names, and we'll pick the name of the town that sort of sounds the coolest. Town name The Oaks. This is Pale Rider's idea. Fred Huber, we've got your idea as well. Okay. There are going to be some silly names coming out. By the way, if you haven't figured it out, there is a lot of shenanigans on my YouTube channel and my live streams. It is quite common. Tasha's Tush. Tasha's Tush. Is Tasha's Tush. You want to call Tasha Tush. All right, okay. Tasha's Tush. I believe Tasha's Tush is down the bottom here somewhere. Tasha's Tush. Tush. Tasha's Tush. It's the owner. Okay. Unless you come up with a better name. Town of Oakhurst. Oakhurst, yes, we'll copy that. Take that. Yeah, no, 13 is now the general store. The stables are a different number now. Okay. The stables got moved to number 2, which is near the top of the map. So yeah. I've moved a few things around based off your suggestions and trying to figure out where things are gonna go, basically. Oakhurst. I like Oakhurst. Quakenville's not too bad. The Oaks. It's going to be a hard push on which one do we go with? Tasha. Nobody knows her last name. The sign on the building just says Tasha's. Yeah, 13 was taken. That's right. Okay. So yes, we've got general stores. I'm actually I've got to make sure I don't lose my place because I'm falling behind so fast. Fuzzy Peach Dwarven House of Ill Repute. Oh God. Healer of Priest. Do not forget healer or priest. Well, you need to give me a church name. As I said, you need to give me, where's the church going to be? Is it number 3, number 4? Is it number 9? Is it going to be number 16, 17, 18? Is it going to be 20 or 21? So, yeah, give me a number and I'll place it where you think it needs to go. That's fine. We have already done a few of these. Okay. It's actually near you. A small temple. Well, pick, as I said, I told you which locations haven't been used yet. You tell me the number, give me the name of the temple, I'll put it there. Not a problem. Maybe a good idea to tell me who the NPC is at that temple might be a good idea too. Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't want to do that, you just want to name the temple, that's good too. So, nice. Gives enough character hint towards a backstop that stays ambiguous. Yes, I do. You are definitely. I think I'm going to get to the bottom of this. The mayor is just above where I said move the mayor. I'm not sure what that means. Number 4, house for NPCs without shops. Number 4, you want to be just houses without shops. Okay. Pale Rider, we can do that. Well, I mean, it would be nice to be able to do something more than just it's houses for NPCs, because number 4 winds up being like almost a nothing, unfortunately. 11, the Druid's Grove. We've actually, Ninja Master, we've actually got that one done. So 11 is done. South Park, we're calling it South Park. Okay. Move them to 4, but he didn't see it. Ah, okay, all right. Oops, tried to put them into the 8 houses of 22. Okay, 11 could be Druid. No, 11 has been used for the Entertainment Park. Yes, that's right. Druid 21. Now, what is 21? Where is 21? I'm trying to find. 21 has got a ruined building there. There's a ruin there. So my suggestion is let's have a ruined building there. The Shadow Grave Township. This is Shadow Grave. Okay. Shadow Grave is the township name. All right. I can see there's a little bit of confusion, and of course there's the lag that always helps. So as you're coming up with ideas, and I'm trying to keep abreast of all of this at the same time, I'm going to put a marker here so I know where I'm up to. Name the church the Holy Vine. So where's the church going to be? That's the question. Is like which one is going to be the church? Yeah. Now we could do pretty much anything we like. We could have a church, a Sunday school, or a shed or a garage connected with a living space. We could use 3 for that. Why not? Why not use it the Holy Vine? The Holy Vine Church could be 3. Yeah, let's do that. So, Holy Vine Church. Priest House and garden shed. Let's put a garden shed there. We don't have an NPC name for our priest at the church. That's the only problem. What are we doing? Are we doing something with it? 16, so Ninja Master, 16 could be a multi-worship site. 16 could be a multi-worship site. Could it? Let's have a look. Did we do anything with 16? We haven't done anything with 16? No, we haven't. So what do I call it? Multi-worship site. You want 18 to be this church. You want 18 to be the church. I don't know that that's going to work. Oh, I suppose it could be. The church could be potentially 18 as long as it's not taken. So all right, so fine. Let's put the if you insist, we can make 18 the church, Pale Rider. 15 is the wizard tower. Okay, that's the wizard tower. That big structure there, that's the wizard tower. Yep. It's actually supposed to be a tower. It's not. I know it's got stairs leading up to it, and it's got like just you can see the top of it. Yeah. 3 is good though. Okay. All right. So we don't need to move 18. 3 would be good. I think it's fine where it is. Okay. So let's go through and I'll just highlight again what we haven't done. We haven't got number 4, number 9. We haven't got number 16, 17, 18, 20, or 21. Okay? So, if it's a farmer town, then they would probably worship a weather god. Okay? Let's fine. Let's put a weather god in here. I'm fine with doing that. Nacho, let's do a weather god. I don't know what that weather god would be. It would be good if you could come up with a name, but if you don't have a weather god, that's fine. Religion, the weather god. And there we go. So for those of you who don't know, when we don't finish these things, I wind up trying to finish these while I'm at work, typing in bits and pieces when ideas come to me. Sometimes it works well, sometimes it doesn't. Yes, it will go onto Patreon. And then you will add to it, or you will ditch it and consider it no use to you. It's up to you. Huber Mayor wins the election of the opposite. What are we talking about? Fred Huber. Okay. Okay. So where are we putting the mayor? you got to give me a little bit of information. Scroll back up. There's an NPC name for the church. Is there a church name? A churchy name, is there? I think I've got the church name down. Holy Vine. I've done that. I've done it. Okay. Well, don't forget there are other things. So you'll sort of realize, like, a town itself isn't necessarily just going to be filled with residential homes. It is quite often going to have the house that belongs to a shop owner or a place that does business. Does that make sense? Weather and harvest god. Okay, weather and harvest god. I'm fine with that. Weather and harvest god. We got it. Weather and harvest. Okay, all right, moving along. I don't know that I'll be able to scroll back and find it. It's probably not going to happen. You're going to have to throw it at me again. Pastor Huber. Are we trying to put Huber in here, are we? It looks like, I thought Huber was going to be the mayor. I just don't know where the mayor's supposed to be living. Pastor Huber. 6 other acolytes, vineyard attached to the church grounds. Oh, we're getting a bit complicated here, aren't we? Okay, so So apparently we've got Pastor Huber. I don't know much about Pastor Huber. Like I said, number 4 hasn't been done, number 9 hasn't been done, number 16, 17, 18 hasn't been done, 20 and 21. Okay? So if you come up with some ideas, by all means, throw them at me. Now, we're not going to make them all houses. I mean, what I would suggest, if you want to make a section, a number houses, make it a family that all live really close to each other. Why not do something like that? Because I would imagine when you get a piece of land and it's large enough to put more than one house on it, you might have the original owner then give a portion of that land to their kids to build another house. So number 14 might belong to a family where there are a number of houses there with different people living in them, but they, it might be part of the whatever family it is. Does that make sense? That's probably a better way of approaching it. We are just over an hour now. Furbolg Nature Cleric. Okay, so Peter, you want to call him Fern. Interesting. Furbolg Nature Cleric who has a deer named Birch who is an animal companion. I like it. Sorry, Pastor Hubert has been replaced. Pastor Hubert has been replaced. We're going to replace it with Fern. Fern of Furbolg. Furbolg Nature Cleric who has a deer named Birch. Deer named Birch. And I'm not going to worry about the animal companion thing. I'm just going to be the deer named Birch. That's fine. We've got it. Okay, cool. Nice. 21 could be the last wizard's tower. 21? Oh, you mean it blew up? Could be the last wizard's tower. B2. So 4 would be one move in and cost one croppling tower. Okay, let's make this the wizard's house, because it doesn't need to be the tower, but it could be the house, and the wizard has blown that house up. So 21. I like the idea. I actually think that's quite clever. 21 is wizards house that is rubble and burnt from an explosion. Explosion many years ago. Okay. Do we want to put anything there? But that's done. We've got it. Okay, so 21 is done. 18. Find your way guides. 3 brothers, Mick, Mo, Mark, local guides, and sometimes Kevin guards for hire. Sire name Pratt. Number 18 is there. Oh dear. Okay, I need some more water. That's pretty funny though. I rather like it. And 18 is free. So that means we can stick it there. Let's do that. Remember, it's a location. We're not trying to write an adventure, okay? Or a plot. You're not trying to write a plot, you're just trying to build an adventure around, or at least the location for your adventure in a town or a village. That's what we're trying to do. Find your way guides. 3 brothers, Mick, Mo, and Mark, are local guides and sometimes caravan guards for hire. Surname. The surname is Pratt. Pratt. Okay, I got it. I'm just going to rearrange things a little bit, but I think we've got that number 18 sorted out. Okay. Find your way guides. Now, find your way guides needs to be 18. So there's a house there and a building, and then there's a couple of sheds. So it looks to me like they probably live together. Those things that it's got three sheds. So let's put that. Find your way guides. The Pratt's house. And 3 equipment sheds. It's probably what they would have, equipment sheds. Cool. That was easy. Nice. Nicely done. Very good. Ah, dear. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to do some of the work since you guys seem to have run out of ideas. I was thinking that I was just going to be able to sit back and just do it all. Let you do it all. Apparently not. Apparently not. Fred Huber, my genius is lost on Fred. Yes, I'm sure it is. Okay, let's have a look at what we have still got to do and finish in terms of locations. We have still got number 4. I think we need to do something. Let's make this a family home. Let's put in a family. So let's go with the. What's a good name? What's a good name that can be used? I think the houses, something houses. For number 4, we will make that houses. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses. 5 houses of the what's a suitable name? Something that will work. Something. Oh, I might just grab this. This might help. Backgrounds, NPCs, characters, occupations, name generator. Okay. Random adventure party names, rewards, secrets. Nope. No. The 5 houses of the Cartwrights. Cartwrights family. We don't have any NPC names for them, but there are 5 houses for the Cartwrights family, right there on number 4. Here we go. Number 5, which is, I think, number 5 is already done. That is the Bankstone blacksmith and the blacksmith's house. That's number 5. Okay, but we can take brothers and their wives, Fleetfoot, halflings. The brothers visit Tarshish. Okay, so we can put that there. Macaulay's compound. Peter. I think let's go with Macaulay's compound. I like that idea. Do we have 20? 20 has not been filled. 20 is not done. So by all means, use 20. I didn't put down the mere because nobody put down 20 and told me, or I've missed it. So I don't know. 5 brothers at 5. No, we're not putting 5 brothers at 5. I'm not moving them around. There are 5 houses, and we will use the suggestion that was just given. No, that's the wrong one. Let's go back. Macaulay's compound. And paste. Macaulay's compound. The 5 houses of the Macaulay family. Mac. Now Mac. Macaulay family. Okay. We just need 5 names for the Macaulay family. 5 names for the Macaulay family, and that would be done. 4. I posted about the mayor and copied it. Okay. Lose a mind. I have a bakery. Macaulay wins the election. I don't understand what have you, Fred Huber? I have no idea what that means. What am I doing with that? Move the mayor to 20. The mayor's house. Okay, 20 is the mayor's house. So I don't know what the name of the mayor's house is, but you'll let me know, right? 20 is the mayor's house. Mayor's house. Now, there's got to be something else here. He's probably got his own stables and a garden shed, probably. It looks like there's a few buildings there. Maybe a beehive. Let's do that as well. The mayor's mansion. Let's put the mayor's mansion, stables, garden shed, and beehive. We've got a beehive there. Beehive. We do not know the name of the... oh, hang on. We do know who the mayor is. Fred Huber is the mayor. Yeah. Okay, so 20 is done. Well, nice. Good job. We've got it. 16 has 5 houses. Yes, it does. 16 does have 5 houses. 16 and 17 are a collection of houses. So it's kind of going to be about like what would make sense. One of them could be a house. One of them, they might be belonging to a particular family. They might be, one of the buildings might be a business and the other one a house. The other buildings there might be anything from sheds to a beehive or something like that. They might have an ice house, an ice shed, something like that. Yeah, things like that. So yes, we're still a little bit away. We still got a couple of things left to go. So number 9 has not been done. Number 16 and 17 haven't been done. But we've done everything else. There's only 3 locations left. West Oak of West Oak Trading Company. They have several wagons and will offer adventurers as caravans. So owns and runs the West Oak Trading Company. Okay. Let's take this. Okay, we've got some names from Peter. Nicely, thank you, Don. That's good. Copy. Let's take the mayor information, and then I'll take the other information you got there. So the mayor's house and stables. Paste. The mayor also owns and runs the West Oak Trading Company. They have several wagons and will often hire adventurers as caravan guards. So I think we need to make sure we have the West Oak Trading Company. The West Oak Trading Company needs to be a location. It's not going to be on his site. He's got his own stables. So 16 or 17 can be the West Oak Trading Company. Let's make 16 the West Oak Trading Company. Paste. West Oak Trading Company. And there are a number of buildings there. We've just got to sort out what they're going to be. What did we do here? Yeah, number 9 is, what is number 9? Number 9 is, there's 2 buildings for number 9. 2 buildings down the bottom, number 9. Okay, so they could be any sort of thing. I'm happy with 20 being the mayor's mansion. I think that's a good idea. And those those other buildings there, I've figured it out. They're all sorted. But John, William, Matthew, Michael, and Tim Macaulay. These are our names. Nice. Well done, Peter. All right. We've got them sorted out. The Macaulay compound. John, William, and Macaulay each have their own house and family. Here we go. Cool. Number 4 is set. So we just got 9 and 17, and I probably need to do something with the West Oak Trading House. So 9 and 17, the only things left. How's that? Not too bad. Oh, was 9 supposed to be the West Oak Trading House? I suppose it could be. We could shift that down there and make it the West Coast Trading House. Okay, so 9 looks like it's going to be a small coal deposit and cellar. Okay, so let's see, what are we trying to do here? You guys have got a whole bunch of ideas here. Let's just move that up so I can see it properly. So Fig, a female halfling swarm keeper ranger who is the local beekeeper house. All right, so 9 is the beekeeper. We're going to make 9 the beekeeper. Peter, done. Peter Delios, done for number 9. 9 is taken. Paste. So, so what we want to do is we want to go with something like this. We want to call it, let's call it Figs. Beehive. And main house. So Fig is a female halfling swarm keeper ranger who is the local beekeeper. There we go. That's it. We got it. We've got a main house. We've got a business. Those 2 buildings on 9 are covered. Sweet. Well done. Nice job. So that means that only 17. Now there's looks like a big house there and some smaller buildings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total of 6 buildings there, and a clump. 16. I'm going to turn into the 16 is going to become the West Oak Trading Company. So what are those buildings there? There are how many buildings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings to contend with. So we have a wagon, house, stables. Now we probably have more than one stables. 2 stables. 2 stables for horses. So that is 3 of the buildings. What else would you have? A storage shed. Shed and warehouse. I think that's what we want to put there. We don't have necessarily an NPC who's running the West Oak Trading Company. Is our mayor the NPC who runs the West Oak Trading Company, or is there somebody else running it for our mayor, who just happens to be called Fred Huber? Interesting. North Rock Mining, owning and run by Butcher the Brawler. North Rock. Okay, North Rock 17. Okay, let's do that. Let's do North Rock Mining. I'm fine with that. Let's do that. Paste. North Rock Mining. Mining. Owned and run by. Owned and run by Butcher the Brawler. It's a terrible name. Put it down anyway. Okay. Oh boy. So we need to decide what are those buildings made up of. So Butcher's house. Mining exchange. One of those buildings is going to be the mining exchange, Butcher's house, mining exchange. And then we need some auxiliary buildings are going to be what? House, exchange. He's got a couple of sheds here. Probably a warehouse, maybe a stable. Probably stable. So let's go with that. Stables, warehouse, and storage shed. I believe that gives us 5, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That covers all the buildings on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6. So we need one more. So we're going to put here two warehouses. No, or 2 storage sheds. 2. They're probably quite small, so 2. 2 of those will be storage sheds. I believe that's going to be right. So mining exchange, the butcher's house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would give us 6 buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that kind of works. I think that'll work quite nicely. So building equipment, shed, workers' barracks. Workers' barracks, that's a good idea. Overseers' private quarters. I like this. Equipment shed. So I'll do that. Let's include let's call it the equipment shed. Equipment shed, and you had a couple of ideas there that I thought were quite cool, and we'll take them. Workers' barracks, and the overseers private quarters. Workers' barracks. We can go there. Let's go this. Where is it? Workers. Okay. Paste. And the works barracks. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks right. So we've got 6 buildings. We've got that done. Sweet. Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. Sir Francis Giffley, a retired paladin. Now where does he belong? I'm not sure where he belongs, so you need to let me know. Is Sir Francis Giffney a retired paladin? Is he the one who runs the mining exchange, or is that somebody else? Mayor's son runs the trading company. His name is Trent Huber. Okay. Trent Huber. Okay, let's do that. Okay, Trent Huber. Trent Huber, the... Whoopsies. That was a bit funny. Trent Huber, the... Mayor's son runs the trading company. Okay. Okay. I think that's got that bit down. Trenton Butchers, overseers have deal. Okay. Now a retired soldier, paladin, devotion, local sheriff. Did we not have the sheriff covered? Did we not have somebody to be the sheriff? I don't remember. Jailhouse is actually Tim Moe is covered, so I think we can not worry about that. So Oakhurst Jail. Oakhurst, I think that's Oakhurst Jail. Okay, that jail's done. So we just need to deal with, was it 17? The mine. No, the mining exchange has already got a name attached to it, so that's not a problem. The mayor is done. We've got that. We've got this. Tower, tavern. We don't actually have a name for the inn. Person at the inn. There's no name for that one. There's nothing there at all, in fact, which is kind of a shame. Tasha is mysterious and the owner. Okay, so let's get rid of this. We're not poisoning the well by the looks of it. Got saddles. That one, that one, that one, that one. Annie, done. Cool, blimey, there's we've done a lot. Okay, I suppose I should be sharing this with you now. Let's see what the final, all your hard work that you've been going at for like an hour and a half. Willie One Toe the Town Drunk. We want to put Willie One Toe the Town Drunk somewhere. Paladin of Devotion. Oh, I see. Is this the Paladin of Devotion? Local sheriff. I'm pretty sure the local sheriff was sorted. Yeah, it is. But Willie One Toe, we can put Willie One Toe somewhere. Probably into a seedy location. And we do have one. And we'll put you right there. We'll put you at the dirty tankard. Okay, Willy One-Toe is the town drunk. And here's a dirty tank at the dirty tankard. There we go. He might be wandering around, you never know. The innkeeper. If I missed the innkeeper, I probably have. Mysterious. Where is our inn? It was named something. Nope. Where are we? North Broke, West Oak. No. It's Bob's. That's what that one. Dirty Tankard. And his house, which no. Holy Vine. Got Birch already. So where is my... We've got the bakery, tavern, repute, bits and bobs. Oh, Dewdrop. There we go. Okay, so this is the tavern owner, the Tabaxi. Okay, now I see. Now I see where you're trying to go with this. Sheriff's deputy. Really? The Baxi innkeeper. Kitty Pride is the inn owner, the Baxi. Okay, Kitty Pride. Okay, Kitty Pride. Fine. Kitty Pride. Let's do that now before I forget it. Paste, Kitty Pride. Right, the Tabaxi, Kitty Pride, the Tabaxi, and owner. Okay, I got that one, and we wanted a sheriff deputy, so Sir Francis is the sheriff's deputy, so that's fine. Rufus Cumberbin. Okay, so we've got a lot of names floating around here. Could be the bartender. Fine. Let's put the bartender in the inn. Yep. So where am I? I'm looking for the jailhouse. Jailhouse, barbed wire. Okay, so here we go. So, deputy. So, Sir Francis Gaffney is the sheriff's deputy, and that's done. And then we needed to go back to the inn and put in the tavern keep. Okay. All right. I think I got it. I think I got what you wanted, people. I think it took me a little while, but I got there. Rufus. Cumberbin. Is the bar tender. Okay, all right. Let's show you all of your hard work. Since you've been at this for a while, we've actually done pretty well. Oh, look, there's so much here, and I suppose we could keep going, but we're not. We'll be coming back next week to do another one of these. This is I'm going to show you what I've written up from all of your ideas. But we've done a village, or we've done a town today, and next week we're going to come back and we're going to do a villain's lair. I'm going to produce a map, and I'll have it all labelled out, and you will decide how that will work. Unfortunately, the villain's lair is going to be quite large, so it might take a little bit longer than normal. But yeah, let me at least show you what we have. in terms of our town. And I think, for me, that has been a very productive period. We've done great. Anyway, let's show you what we have here. So I've just got here town adventure, but this is the information. Now, I haven't included any adventure hooks. I'll maybe do that later on. In terms of wandering monsters, I don't think there should be any wandering monsters in a town. There are no, absolutely, there are no wandering monsters in town. There are no wandering monsters in the town. End of story. That's it. So I'll deal with adventure hooks later on, because we don't what we have is locations and information and NPCs and not a lot of anything else. So we have the market as one, market and park. Okay. DoorDash Saddles, basically town stables. Okay. That is 2 on our map. And then Holy Vine Church is number 3. Macaulay's Compound, which is 5 houses, belong to the Macaulay family. That's 4. Number 5 is Backstone's Blacksmith and the Blacksmith's House. Number 6 is Annie's House, the Butcher Shop and the Slaughter Shed. DJ's Bakery is number 7. Number 8 is the Dirty Tankard. It's a seedy tavern with old Pete here. And Willie One Toe, the town drunk. We have Fig's Beehive and Main House as number 9. Number 10 is the Town Well. Number 11 is South Park. It's a nice open area where entertainers set themselves up. Number 12 is Tasha's House of Ill Repute, Gambling and Other Entertainments. Tasha is very mysterious, and the owner. Number 13 is Blitz. So there's 12 Blitz and Bits and Bob's General Store, number 13, and a warehouse owned by Sheep Windle, human veteran from a foreign war. Number 14 is the Dewdrop Inn. It's a tavern and inn, and we've got Kitty Pride there, and Rufus Cumberbun is the bartender. The Wizard Tower, surrounded by oak trees with a horse stable nearby, is Hugh Hass, the wizard, and he sells nude books at the back of his tower to pay for his research. We have the West Oak Trading Company, which is 16. So 15 was the Wizard Tower, 16 is West Oak Trading Company, and we've got a bunch of stuff here. And this is run by Trent Huber, the mayor's son. We have North Rock Mining, the Mining Exchange, the Butcher's House, Main House. I'll put this here, Main House. Main House. Let's do that. Main House. Stables, warehouse, workers, barracks, equipment storage shed, and it's owned by Butcher, the brawler. Number 18 is Find Your Way Guides, which has got the Pratt's house and 3 equipment sheds. 3 brothers, Mike, Mo, and Mark Pratt, are local guides and sometimes do caravan guides. Okay, they can be hired. We have the Oakhurst Jailhouse and the town's business office. We have a halfling called Tim Moe, and we also have Sir Francis Giffney, the deputy. The mayor's mansion, stables, garden, shed, and beehive is Fred Huber, the mayor, and we've got a bunch of information there as well. We have the wizard's house that is rubble and burnt from an explosion many years ago. That's 21. 20 was the mayor's mansion, and 22 is 8 decrepit buildings with squatters living inside, and Jeffro Ashworth is trying to fix the buildings and needs help. Jeffro Ashworth, carpenter, Mason is trying to. I think that's fine. Okay, cool. We've got all of that. That's there. So that is what we've done. In just over an hour and a half, we've done our town. Which means if I can do it with your help, like anybody can do it. Like that's the whole point of doing these things in the first place, is it's quite clear that anybody could do it if they really wanted to. Yeah. You might have to use your town in my next upcoming campaign. Well, Ninja Master, go for it. Why not? Do that. Whatever works. Look, when I do these things, I'm not trying to fill out too much. What I want you to do is I want you to add your own thing to it. Okay? Change it up, adjust it around, move it around, do what you need to do with it, make it your own thing. Yep. You should be doing that with everything that you buy. Anything that has been created by somebody else, you should always be trying to do something with it that makes it your own. Does that make sense? Because it's once you have it in your hands, you can do whatever you like with it. This is the whole point. How you run your own game, how you run your own towns, villages, and cities, completely up to you. Yep. Have you made your own town map and location information before? Yes, 57%. I'm not surprised. We've got a lot of people who had lots of good ideas. No, 15%. Those of you hopefully feeling a bit better about this whole process. Just watching, 15%, and incomplete, 11% out of 26 votes. Well, that's great. I'm really happy to hear that. That's awesome. So, for those of you who liked this process and liked being part of this and liked seeing what was going on, great. If you're a patron, you can go and get access to this. I'll try to make sure I put it up at the end of the week, end of my work week, which is probably about Friday for me in New Zealand, which is Thursday, I believe, in North America. I'll try to put it up there so that if you want to use it, you can, and adjust it and do whatever you want to do with it. It's not a long document. It's very, very simple. It's not intended to be a complete published work. It is simply how can you do it quickly and get what you need out of it. That's really all it is. But I would encourage you to use Dave's Mapper and a Google Doc or whatever you want to use and just go through this process. You can do this. You do not need to use somebody else's stuff. It's quite simple. It's not that difficult. It's actually pretty easy. Anyway, we'll be back next week to do another one. We'll be doing a Villain's Lair next week. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow for the Game Master preparation, where we'll be dealing with custom monsters. So thank you to all of my patrons. I really do appreciate it. Without you, I cannot do this. It would not be possible. Without those of you taking part in the poll, watching and listening, it wouldn't work. But more importantly, it is absolutely vital for these live streams to have input from you in the live chat. So I want to thank Peter, Ninja Master, Pale Rider, Fred Huber, who shows up for just about everything that I do, which is wonderful. I do appreciate it. I don't know where you find the time. Cal-Rel, I really do appreciate your input. Please keep doing so. You never know what will wind up into these documents, but even so, it's part and parcel of getting together and just making stuff together, and that's a fun thing to do. If I've missed any of you and I didn't mention your name, I do apologize. I was not intending to miss you out. I am just trying to get through this. And anyway, so wherever you are in the world, whether it be the morning, the afternoon, the night, or the wee early morning, please look after yourself, your family, and your friends. Be nice to your neighbors. And I almost forgot Nacho Man. Thank you, Nacho Man, for being here. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s. Oh, DJ. I forgot about DJ Lose a Mind. Sorry about that. I almost missed you. Almost. And if I have missed you, it was not intended. Anyway, I got to get going.